Peace guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to disclose something of importance to you. This is something that was taught to me years ago. I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was probably 20 years ago at least. And it's something I've experimented with multiple times and have realized for myself, when I heard about it, I knew it was true because of who told me. But I'm the kind of person that only really truly believes my own experiences. Essentially. I guess it depends on what it is exactly. But when it comes to like OBE work, I only really go by my own experiences. So I want to share something with you I think is very important to understand. This can really help you in your astral projection experiences or in the afterlife, or at least right after your physical body deceases, right after physical death. It can help you. This information does not apply for the astral plane structure. This information applies directly towards the etheric plane. So a lot of astral projectors find themselves there. They do mistake it for the astral plane, but it's not. And also after physical death, that first hour, first few minutes, first few weeks, it just varies person to person. You find yourself in the etheric plane as your introduction to non-physical space, for the most part, unless your physical body dies a certain way, or your levels of awareness and consciousness are a certain degree where it's too confusing, or you just end up going through some different kind of protocol. My computer screen is right there, so that's why my eyes keep going ping pong match, back and forth, because I see myself moving around the monitor back there. So in this video, what I want to share with you is a etheric plane secret. This again does not really work very well in the astral plane structures. When you are approached by an etheric being while out of body or after physical death, and that being can be your grandmother, a friend who passed away before you, just a random being, or a being that just looks like, whatever, right? Whatever you might be familiar with. This being's tapping into your experiences and stuff, so it's finding things that you will find commonalities with and safety and comfort with. If you are questioning the etheric being and you're not 100% trusting that etheric being, there is a way to find out if that etheric being is really actually something else, or a different kind of being. So what happens a lot of times in the etheric plane, and I'll backtrack a little here. Low astral is so connected. Low astral plane is so, low astral plane is so close and connected to the etheric plane too. So maybe this information I'm giving you can also be applied to areas that are just a little outside of the confines of the etheric plane. I've never tested what I'm going to tell you in what I would consider lower astral. This has only been through etheric plane, but I'm just kind of leaving that open a little bit, and I should check that out myself. So there are beings that are posing as two beings, is what I'm saying. They're two in one. They're masquerading with the outer shell of whatever the being is you're seeing visibly, but inside of that shell, they're another being. Okay, so it's like a two in one. And this happens, especially when there's beings that are trying to pretend to be your spirit guides, or they're trying to pretend to be your, grandma that passed away years ago after you died. So they're two different beings at the same time, is what I'm saying. And so how do you discern that? Like, really discern that? Other than just not trusting them at all, there's a way to do it. This is something that was shown to me and taught to me years ago, and I have proven it as a successful technique, but mainly just in the etheric plane from my own experiences. So what you do is, if a being approaches you in your radius or in your circle, or just comes out of nowhere and wants to start talking to you, sometimes they'll come in really quickly, and sometimes they'll fly in really, really quickly, and then just boom, they're there, kind of catch you off guard sometimes. So if you want to test this theory and to see if this is two beings that are talking to you, is it a one being? Is it authentic? Or is it some being masquerading as another being? Right? What you do is they're in front of you, and what you can do, two things that have worked for me. One is you move very quickly to the opposite side of the being that's engaging with you. Really quickly. Think about quantum speed. Think about quantum jumping, quantum phasing, quantum shifting, all of these types of concepts. You're moving faster than the speed of light. If you're moving quantum speed, you're moving faster than light. Okay? You're moving at a quantum speed. But you have to do it quickly. And then move to the opposite side of that being, direct opposite side, and look at it from the back of from its back. And what you'll see is, if it's a 2-in-1, if it's two beings, the actual being that's actually trying to engage with you, from the back side of that being, you'll see maybe a 6-inch opening, straight line coming, like a straight 6-inch gap just coming down the back of the body, and you'll see that the most of the face and the chest and the front part of the actual being that's trying to engage with you. Okay? Are you following me? So you have to do it like quantum speed, opposite side, and look into the gap that runs down vertically. Because in the etheric plane, when beings are trying to masquerade as another being, they can do a holographic projection that's almost perfect, but it's not 100% perfect. It's like 75% perfect, 90% perfect, but not 100% perfect. Okay? In higher planes, where consciousness and manifestations works a little differently than the etheric plane, when a being is really two different beings, it's pretty good. Like, you're not going to find a spot around the being where you can pierce into it, and see what other beings within that holographic projection, of itself. All right. Now, and the other way is, if you can't seem to move quickly enough to the opposite side of the being to see the back of the being, then you can also practice. It takes a little effort, practice, but when a being is engaging with you and is in front of you, you manifest a reflective surface, a piece of reflective glass, some kind of mirror. You manifest the mirror, but behind the being at some kind of angle to where you can see that angle and see if there's another face, another being, mainly another face or entity on the back side of it. Okay, so remember, this video is really, really, really important information that can really help you in different ways. But these techniques are real and they work, and I really hope you guys try to implement some of this stuff, during your out-of-body experiences, or you remember to implement this stuff after your physical body dies. And if you just pop into that etheric plane, all of a sudden you're getting approached by certain beings that are potentially masquerading as something else, and it's really two different beings at the same time. Hopefully you can remember some of this stuff and try some of these techniques, and that can really help with your discernment, right? So I'm in 10 minutes. I just wanted to share that with you guys today. Didn't want to make a long video. Sending positive energy to everybody. Many more videos coming very soon. I'm going to put YouTube to the test. I'm going to put them to the test. They've been messing with my videos. They've been messing with my views. They've been messing with my comments. They've been messing with me. And I notice they do mess with me when I do certain types of videos and pump out certain types of videos. And then it's the videos I do after that one where I get messed with. So we're putting them to the test. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.